I'm telling you, I have a stalker.
Cookie, we have a lot of security guards.
They all hate me.
That's true, we do hate him.
10 seconds.
Best fishes.
Test vibration.
6, 5,
Go to black.
4, 3.
In your coffin.
Soup in a cone! Because people buy that's repackaged into cute containers.
There's really nothing to it. There's really nothing to it. All you do is follow. All you do is follow this recipe for life.
Hello everybody, I'm the Loud House Critic, one guy with 1,000 views and all the episodes I must review. So here we are in the second week of November, and we're still bringing more grub to the table. To make a really good Loud House episode, you need a few special ingredients. Some good development likable characters, a few side characters, some brain trust writers, and a really good story, well told, with a pinch of heart and charm. This one still needs a few mixing ingredients to make it taste better. Recipe for a Disaster, the 11th episode of season 4 of the Loud House, and above all, the 160th episode. Then again, I would recommend this being the second episode, since Washed Up actually became the first episode of bringing the original Loud House characters back after we got done with a few Casa Grande episodes. I will admit, this episode was really hard for me to actually try to watch because it just didn't feel like it piqued my interest. And that was almost because some people stopped watching The Loud House after season 3 and even during season 4 after when a grave mistake came by. But that was a later episode before this one. But does a recipe like this deserve to be kept with us so we can actually cook the same food that we need to cook in the future? Or will it be one of those failed food products at McDonald's?
Could someone get that? Push out the door!
Okay. All right. I'm going.
Shut up! I can hear you up there! Shut up!
Lincoln. Hey, Clyde. No time for small talk, Lincoln.
Well, thankfully he didn't do the same thing what he did to Lynn in Kings of the Con. Then again, I'm so grateful he did do that to her.
Clyde, what's going on? Frosty Farms Frozen Feast?
Those almost look like the frozen food I actually get from Meijer. I think they're called banquets, where one of them has the saltberry steak, the apple cinnamon sauce, the corn, the mashed potatoes, and another one actually has the turkey and gravy, stuffing, green peas, and mashed potatoes. And there's one that has beef mixed with macaroni and cheese.
I'll say, your dad's bought frozen dinners? Is everything okay at home? Oh, yeah, we're just eating these until their vintage stove arrives from Italy.
Why in the hell would y'all be ordering kitchen appliances from a different country? There are plenty of stores around that sell stoves, washer, dryers, refrigerator, freezers. That is, if they're really stupid enough to actually buy a toilet where you don't have to use your hands to wipe your own ass. That's only for lazy rich people.
So, what is the... Okay, that was hot and...
Ew.
Ah, really, Clyde? Why are you...
Oh, Christ.
Well?
McBride, don't stuff something that's way too hot in Lincoln's mouth. Could burn his tongue off.
This lasagna kind of tastes like my dad's. And so do the mac and cheese bites. And the Salisbury steak. How is that possible? Wait! Did someone steal my dad's recipes? explanation could there be?
I don't know.
So Lincoln decides to grab some of the evidence from the refrigerator and take them up to Lisa to see the food samples actually match.
Place your samples here, gentlemen.
Should we be wearing goggles too?
No. These are just for dramatic effect. I built this chemical analyzer with grant money from the Norwegian government.
What? That's crazy. You better have a good lawyer, because that is slander.
What the hell? You actually made a deal with the government? You would have to have a lot of big-ass elephant money to actually afford shit like this. Is it just me, or does anybody else out there feel stupidity again as this one's happened in the ending of Snowboard?
It'll break down the ingredients in both Dad's leftovers and the frozen meals in question.
What you got there, Jeeves?
Fascinating. A 100% match. Right down to Father's secret ingredient in the mac and cheese bites.
A dash of caramel?
Affirmative. It's a rather clever bit of food science. The sweet brings out the salty.
Something's wrong with you. Really.
I would love you if you never make that kind of sound again. It sounds like a new orgasm as you're playing with the chemicals in the room.
So, anyway.
So someone really did steal my dad's recipes. Looks like this is a case for...
Captain Hero, up, and away!
Hell no! I am the terror that flaps in the night.
Kill me now.
I am the lone roller skate at the base of villainy staircase. I am Darkwing Duck!
No.
Henry, the great detective.
Nuh-uh.
Have no fear. Zorro is here.
What? No.
Jack and ASAP.
Oh my god, do they always have to wear these kind of uniforms when opportunity strikes for moments like this?
You bet your Norwegian grant money we do.
God help us.
So the investigation actually starts at Lynn's table.
Mixing up meatballs for my spaghetti. That works.
Yeah.
A savvy and one-eyed Jack! Grab a seat! At Lynn's table, crime fighters eat free.
Thanks, Dad, but right now, the only appetite we have is for justice.
Oh, hey. Hong Kong Phooey, watch the Fist of Fury, would you, buddy?
Huh? Who you solving a case for today?
Sexy, Recon, Super Charlie's Angels? Oh, I could be your Bosley.
I don't think so.
You think someone stole your recipes and sold them to Frosty Farms Frozen Feast? We've got the chemical analysis to prove it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How could that be? My recipe book is right here on the shelf, next to all the jars I need Lynn Jr. to open for me. Wait a minute, where is it? It can't be. Hold on. Oh, no. It's gone. My book! My precious book is gone!
Be a man, Lynn. There's a lot of people out there that might be hearing you.
Must be stiff as coursing river.
Can you describe it for us?
It contains all the recipes I've ever learned, starting with my first home ec class in
What are you, a motorboat? Talk to me man to man.
I can't even imagine how embarrassing it would be for him if anybody out there was actually listening to him break down and cry like a biatch.
Just tell us what it looks like.
Oh, right. It's a black book with food stains on the cover and property of Lynn Loud written inside. Oh, hang on. This is us. Last Thanksgiving.
I'm so glad I actually reviewed this episode because we're close to that holiday.
I miss her so much!
Yeah, imagine if Rita actually saw that picture of you actually hanging out with a turkey. How do you think she's gonna feel about you doing foreplay with a turkey?
I don't want to screw the bird. I want to eat it.
Hey, there might as well be a food orgy. It's not too late.
We'd love to, really, but the Fox censors won't allow it.
Anyway, Lincoln, A Savvy and One-Eye Jack decide to actually solve the mystery. And you can't start solving the case without getting an inside job first. I mean, who does Lynn Sr. hang around with mostly?
Just the employees, Grant, Kataro, and your dad. And we know it's not your dad. Then we have our suspects. Look Looks like it's time to serve up some justice. Ooh, nice restaurant-themed pun.
Oh.
And before I can even touch on that kind of subject, let's start with Kataro first.
Let's get dangerous.
Hello, Kataro.
Hi, boys. What are you doing here?
Well, ask the questions if you don't mind. You sure have a lot of money in your account. Care to explain how you acquired it?
You know, when first watching this episode and looking onto the screen monitor right there at the ATM, I noticed how fucking weird that actually looks, but until I actually got the joke. It was a money joke. And the ATMs I used, they don't even use a money joke.
My great aunt passed away and left me the money.
Really? The old deceased aunt story? Try again.
Hello there.
Jesus Christ!
Seriously, does everybody in this entire city have to be jump scared by Lucy or either the morticians at all times? Cause I'm getting the feeling that they're a curse to everybody.
I hope you were happy with the memorial service.
I was. Thank you, Lucy. Your eulogy really captured her inner beauty.
Oh, great. Now I'm the jerk.
Oh, we're sorry for your loss! We should really send flowers.
Yeah, how do you say we're a bunch of assholes who can interrogate anybody because we're the good guys and they're all the bad guys? Yeah, seeing how really stupid that one really was for how they put on the yeah, right, I don't believe you kind of bullshit, that was really distasteful and disrespectful, especially when someone actually lost their loved one.
Can I have that? I need something to wipe my ass with.
Hey, shut up.
So now, on to the next suspect.
Is that a new bike? Sure looks expensive.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah, and those sneakers. Are they new too?
Yeah.
Must have cost a pretty penny. Where'd you get the money to pay for them? By selling my dad's recipe book to Frosty Farm's Frozen Feast?
My God, can you boys just chill the fuck out? You two are acting like someone murdered your fucking mothers or something. Even I wouldn't sound distasteful if I was questioning somebody if I actually lost something out here.
These were gifts from my parents. My birthday was on Saturday.
The old my birthday was on Saturday story. Try again.
You're really pushing it, small fry.
Survey says...
Fuck you, Duck! Fuck you, Duck!
Fuck you, Duck! Fuck you, Duck! Fuck you, Duck!
Fuck you, Duck!
Not again.
You guys were at the restaurant when Mr. Loud brought out a cake and everyone sang to me.
Oh, right. It had its famous cream cheese frosting and a dash of caramel sauce. You know, I'm sensing a theme there.
Oh yeah, what theme is that?
Fucking big idiot.
Oh, wow, what a comeback.
And by the way, shouldn't you boys actually keep your eyes on the road and not look back? It's about as stupid as anybody actually being on their phone as they're driving. I swear, so many people would rather be talking to their sex partner than rather pay attention to the road.
Sorry, Grant.
It's okay. Car.
What?
I told you boys to keep your eyes on the road.
Now look what your actions has caused.
As pathetic as they're turning out to be in this episode, seems like this mystery isn't going nowhere and they haven't picked up a single clue or hint. That is, if they discovered the real inside job.
Maybe no one sold it to them. Maybe they just stole it. I mean, the company's right here in Royal Woods. You're right. Maybe someone who works there ate dinner here and liked the food so much, he stole the recipe book for his company. Exactly. To Frosty Farm's Frozen Feast headquarters. Time to cook this thief's goose.
Wow. You were really proud of that one, weren't you?
I got one. Let's cook, stuff, and roast this turkey all night long.
Yeah.
Let's just get to Frosty's farm.
Greetings, citizen. My partner and I are conducting an investigation into frozen food fraud. We're going to need a conference room to interrogate all your employees and a bright light to shine in their faces.
What do you say?
Survey says...
Yeah, you think any adult in this universe is gonna let two 11-year-old kids actually do that to all their employees? I think fucking not. But as stupid as unreality is in cartoon universe, they tried doing more than one way to actually get themselves in this factory.
Good morning. We're plumbers, here to unclog your pipes. 'Cause, as we said, we're plumbers.
Oh God, the father's a meatballs. That is offensive.
Okay, I had that coming. Survey says...
It's a sea shanty and it's dark.
sea shanty.
Yeah!
Woo, woo, woo! Excuse me, sir. We got a call about... Why am I blinking?
I got
smoke
nothing.
and flames and
I
stuff
have
on the
absolutely
5th
nothing.
floor. We need to get up there immediately to put it out. That one's on us.
Survey says...
Okay, I know it's a cartoon and they can get away with some unrealistic things, but try not to make shit too unrealistic in cartoons, cause that will get annoying real quick. But somewhat A-Savvy and One-Eyed Jack are not giving up that easy.
Looks like we've been dealt a new hand. We might have overdone it with the packing peanuts.
You dumbass, why would you even eat that stuff? But somewhat they actually make it into the actual storage room, and now they gotta look for clues. Pray to God that they don't get caught.
Smell that, Ace? Sauteed onions, breadcrumbs, a touch of sage, my dad's meatloaf, full of that warm and comforting scent.
All right, boy, get tracking. What you got there, copper?
My dad's book.
Gotcha.
I think we found our thief. Time to turn up the heat in this kitchen.
Okay, so I'm a little bit cringeworthy about when they make restaurant or food puns in an actual episode. Cause does it ever occur to anybody that it brings back that nightmare movie that some of us don't even want to be reminded of? You're probably asking, what the fudge are you talking about, Loud House Critic? I'm talking about Food Fight.
Now fork over the little guys and no one gets hurt. Got milk? You better go easy on the potato juice before you get chip-faced.
Yep, that's what I thought. And apparently I only watched the movie for 15 minutes and I just said, fuck this. Anyways.
Freeze, recipe thief! Heavens to baked Alaska! You boys gave me quite the start.
Drop the spatula, lady! You're busted! We know you stole that recipe book!
What? That's as crazy as two boys wearing pajamas in the middle of the day.
I will knock your ass out. I do not care that you're a girl.
Steady, boy.
I've had this cookbook for decades.
Is that so?
Then how come the name on the inside cover is Mildred Scalise?
Wait a minute.
Who the hell is this?
That's me. I told you that recipe book is mine. I used it to create this company.
Boys.
But these recipes are the same as my dad's. He used them to create his restaurant.
Well, it sounds like your dad stole the recipes from me. You'd better take me to meet him.
Damn, these boys dig themselves a bigger hole. They can't even get themselves out of it. And they take the old broad to Lynn's table.
So much to cook, but I feel lost without my book.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
You're no help. Dad!
Oh, Ace! Jack! Is this the thief who stole my recipe book?
Who are you calling thief? Thief?
Hey, this is gonna be good.
This is rich, Double D! Have a seat, front row center to the greatest show on earth!
I should call the FBI!
Go ahead! You're the one who's going to the clink! Wait, is that you, Lynn Loud?
Miss Scalise?
Now what I'll say, what the hell is going on here, son? You two know each other?
Yes! Miss Scalise is my old middle school home ec teacher. She taught me everything I know about cooking.
Oh, now, Lynn, there's a lot we learned from each other.
We would experiment on recipes, creating new twists on all sorts of old favorites.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. That's my kind of tall drink of water. She's fine as a motherfucker when she was young. Excuse me, I'm getting a little sidetracked here.
Oh no! I knocked caramel sauce into the mac and cheese! It's ruined! Now, wait a second, Lynn. Oh, it's delicious. The sweet brings out the salty.
And now I think she thinks I'm cool.
What are you doing?
I'll be in my room with the door locked.
Excuse you?
After every new dish we created, I would write the recipe down in a black notebook so I wouldn't forget it.
I did the same thing.
This flashback's really starting to get me. Then again, I wish there was an actual side episode that actually happened to do with Lynn Sr.'s childhood to actually know more about it. Then again, I would like to see how Rita actually looks when she was young. Cause how come we never see Rita as a kid? Hopefully in the future, before they can actually end the Loud House, they can actually have a good episode to show a flashback of Rita actually being a young kid.
So there was no recipe theft after all.
We created them together, and I say we continue to share them. Well, I think Lynn's Table and Frosty Farm's Frozen Feast can coexist.
Oh, I'd like that too. In fact, since you lost your book, you're welcome to borrow mine anytime.
Aw, thanks, Miss S.
Whoa, so it turns out this whole entire mystery was a big misunderstanding. Innocent until proven guilty. We have it now.
Now, what do you say we celebrate by creating something new together?
Oh, just point me to the caramel sauce.
Well, Ace, looks like we've solved another tricky case.
Survey says... Now get your 7'2" asthmatic ass back here, or I'm gonna tell everyone what a whiny bitch you were about Padamame or Panda Bear or whatever the hell her name is. Oh, jeez, he's crying.
And how and why is that funny?
Shit, I barely even call that solving a case. But there's one thing that puzzles me. Where is Lynn Sr.'s actual recipe book?
I'd like to return these, please. Lenny! Stop! Those aren't library books! They're Dad's cookbook, Lucy's poetry book, and my diary! Didn't you see the glitter trail?
God damn it. You gotta be shitting me.
What the fuck? Lenny, what the fuck? What the hell's the matter with you? You going around the house and taking every single damn book off the shelf and actually giving it to the library? Where are your brain cells at? Speaking of, I don't even know how the fuck she even got that book without Lynn Sr. even watching her. This just felt really stupid. Just for the sake of them actually putting an actual stupid joke in this episode to end it with this note.
Rather suck on a frozen turd or eat some crap from a moose. Gonna chug down some poopy juice.
Grab the books and hop in! First off, Dad to give him back his book! You're being totes dramatic. I'm sure he hasn't even noticed it was missing.
You idiot! You should have been the one that's gone missing!
She can't be that smart. She's a fucking art major.
Then again, maybe not.
So this was Recipe for Disaster. Okay, so I have a few mixed results with this episode, including when the ending really disturbed me, which I'll get to shortly. So this is another Ace-savvy kind of episode, and it can either go both ways, from being good as Crimes of Fashion to awful as Sleuth of Consequences, not to mention with unlikable characters. But there really is more positives than Sleuth of Consequences, I'll tell you that much. Then again, not really good as Crimes of Fashion. But I can actually say this had some really good moments, especially with Lynn Sr.'s teacher working at this food company. And I actually love that reunion when they actually got back together in the very end of this episode. And especially that flashback, that was actually cute. And I really gotta give credit to her voice actor who actually voiced Lynn Sr.'s teacher, especially when she was very popular in Digimon Digital Monsters, voicing Cody and Mimi. And sadly, she's the second voice actor on a Nickelodeon show that passed away. Yeah, she passed away earlier this year in July. But anyway, Lincoln and Clyde are not actually the most annoying pair in an episode, but there are much times that they can actually really get on my nerves, especially what they did in Kings of the Kong. At one point with Lincoln and Clyde, when they're investigating to find Lynn Sr.'s recipe book, they asked one of his friends. He actually said that his aunt actually passed away, and then they all go like, yeah, right, the aunt passed away, try again. That was really distasteful, especially about someone's relative who passed away. I know there was supposed to be a joke about them being a bunch of thunderheads until they realized that he actually was telling the truth, but seriously, there was no reason for them to be a little bit unlikable there. Especially when it felt too unrealistic in our world when they were trying to get into the factory and dressing up as different people. But the whole entire mystery throughout the episode is actually really good, and I will give it credit for that. And now for the ending, that was really stupid. Why in the fuck did Lenny actually have Lynn Sr.'s recipe book in the first place? I mean, how the fuck did she even get that thing anyway if Lynn Sr. actually said he always had it with him in the kitchen? I sure as hell she hadn't been taking lessons from Lucy Loud. And why the hell would Lenny even need the recipe book anyway? She can't even cook. Shit, if she did cook, we all be screwed. So for my result, the jokes were too forced so much out of nowhere. The ending was really dumbed down. The mystery's good, the characters are likable. So me, not my personal favorite, but I could just put this in the middle. I'm the Loud House Critic. How many out there want my recipe to make eggnog?
In the loud house, duck, dodge, push and shove. It's how we show our love. In the loud house, one boy and 10 girls wouldn't trade it for the world.